As you know, Netflix is making a live-action adaptation of Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've been a fan of the original show for a while now, and I just wanted to put my 2 pence in and give my initial thoughts. I've watched both the teaser and the trailer, and I've found reasons to be concerned. However, I have got a smidgen of hope. Let's talk about it. Worries and concerns. My first concern is that the original creators Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino helped develop the live-action adaptations for 2 years with Netflix, but they quit due to creative differences. This is a big concern because by not having the original creators of the show to guide the adaptation, there is a chance that Netflix will potentially miss what makes the show so special. Also, it feels unnervingly reminiscent of a certain HBO show where the original creator left the show and then left it up to these two dingleberries to finish it off, and then consequently, it all went to shit. And I really do hope Netflix's adaptation isn't pissing on its own biscuits before it's even aired its first episode. The other thing that worries me is how Aang and Zuko will be portrayed. They are the two most important characters in my opinion. They are initially two polar opposites who end up coming together through reconciliation to defeat the larger evil at hand. These two characters also mirror each other in many ways. They are both conflicted kids who have massive expectations placed upon them and have to struggle to overcome that burden. There is no Airbender without these two characters in my opinion. And if Netflix doesn't get these two right, then I think they will not get a positive reception. The conflict between these two young men and what they have to overcome drives the plot, and they can miss the mark on the rest of the cast, but these two, I don't think they can. Another concern would be specifically Zuko's redemption arc. I think that his redemption arc is one of the best in film or television and is my personal favourite. It is hard to tell whether they will succeed at this because it is only the first season. However, I think it's vital to get this right because watching this as a viewer is so bloody satisfying. The animated Airbender achieves a fine balance between comedy and serious themes. An example of this would be the episode called The Tales of Ba Sing Se. This episode is compiled of multiple short stories of the cast, and it captures everything I love about storytelling. In Sokka's haiku segment, I was laughing out loud, and not one of those nose-huffing laughs, like a proper laugh. Then the next minute I'd be crying with Uncle Iroh, who's grieving at his son's grave, and I'd be blubbering away being consoled by my partner's shoulder. I hope that this live-action adaptation doesn't stray too far away from this balance that the cartoon achieves. I can imagine the adaptation would lean to one side of the scale more, and forget the balance of the original. Right, with all that being said, on to the next segment!
Reasons to be hopeful.
Firstly, I think that all the casts look like they've been plucked straight from the cartoon, which I really appreciate. Because you don't want a Ghost in the Shell situation, if you know what I mean. Especially because the show is based off East Asian culture. The costume design of the show looks the absolute bomb.com. They look so sick. It was just as good as what I envisioned. Mwah, nice, well done. The visual effects I saw in the teaser and trailer look incredible. I hope they haven't cherry-picked the best bits and it's consistent throughout the show, but what I did see was awesome.
Oh yes, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh man, oh yes, oh.
Live-action adaptations of anime and animations have a habit of not going well.
Yeah, look at all these monstrosities, oh jeez.
But Netflix's live-action adaptation of One Piece gives me the most hope for the upcoming adaptation of Airbender. Its success with fans and critics alike gives me reason to believe that there's so much potential for the live-action Airbender. So I'm not gonna lie, I have come down with a case of the hopes. So, let's conclude this video and move on to my final thoughts. Avatar: The Last Airbender is close to my heart, and my nostalgic sentimental brain won't ever let the adaptation surpass the original. Also, I'm not expecting a carbon copy of the cartoon, but if 70% of it was true to the original, I'd be happy. But please Netflix, whatever you do, don't forget the source material. You do so at your peril. And for the love of God, don't be anything like the film! Thanks for watching this long. Let me know what you're excited or concerned about down below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This one's for my boy Glidus. Secret Tunnel!
Lately fill my days out with all this and main stuff. Hardest part of the day is the wake up. Trying to keep my eyes shut. My butterflies feel more like a stomach bug.